afternoon everyone, it's Rachel here and I am just going to do a quick little video working on a few new journals. They're going to be botanical journals. I'll show you those in a minute. I just need to work on this one. I didn't like the spine, and so I'll show you the covers. They're the covers, and so I took the spine off and I am going to make a soft spine. So I wanted to show you how I'm going to do that. So how is everyone today? I hope you're all well and, will I say it, safe. I'm not going to go on about the horrific events of yesterday in Sydney. It's a little bit too close to home and very upsetting. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. So I think I'm going to do 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape across, or maybe 2 because this is a bigger book, just to hold it so it doesn't move when I'm putting the tape down the other way. Right. And then this is all going to be covered with fabric. I'm going to put the tape here, like so. This is a brown packing tape. It's I just got the extra strong one, so that's what I'm using. And then, but then it's going to be covered with fabric. I'm going to put that there. That's quite wide, so it's a little bit harder to do this with. That's crooked. Just trying to make it so that I don't stick to my table. Okay, I'm going to flip that over. I can flatten that out. Doesn't matter if I've got lumps in it. Okay, and then I'm going to... That looks incredibly crooked to me. Okay, well, too bad. Yes, it is. Let me see if I can carefully just lift this off and put it down again. That's better, methinks. Okay, seems very bodgy, doesn't it? But it'll work. So then I don't want to come too far onto my cover here, so I'm just going to put it there, push that down into there, and here. Okay, so I've joined my 2 pieces together in the most bodgy fashion you can imagine. When it's all done, you won't even know. Actually, I'll just fold that over. It's a bit long. And I might fold that bit over. Oh, no, just leave that. Okay, so put that down. Now I'm going to choose... Oh, no, I'm not going to put a fabric in yet. Now, this one I need to put paper on either side. So I'll do one side with a Florentine paper, I think. I'd love to use this one. It's not going to... Oh, well, it doesn't matter because I can put a bit at the bottom. You know me, I like to put things together as a jigsaw puzzle. So let me just flip it over and I will measure here. Okay. So that's going to go there, and then I'll put some old paper down below. And then I'm going to grab, when I had pulled them out, I'll put them on the floor. I'm trying to be organized, you see here. Kind of excited to start some new journals. So these are going to be my Thursday and on and off on one day on the weekend sort of videos that I like to do. I want to put one of these. I'm just, oh, they shouldn't be in there. just going to, oh, that one will tear down well to fit. Now I think that's beautiful. So, actually I might trim it. I'll trim the bottom. Actually, I probably should measure, shouldn't I, guys? Oh, okay. Let's see here. So I put a marking there and there. That's going to be good. Okay, so that's that. And then it's just going to make it, and this will be slightly covered by fabric, which is okay. Okay, I did throw those pieces down there, but some of them I will pull out of the bin because they're good pieces. So that's going to go there, which I absolutely love, and that one's going to go there. And then I'm going to have another piece of paper. So let's glue those. I think I'm going to do an abundant glue with my glue stick. And maybe just run some wet glue around the edges to make sure they're all glued down. Because, you know, too much wet glue on just regular copy paper will make it all really super crinkly. And let's just get this, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there, and I'll spread that out with my finger just to make sure, and I may go around here as well, so we don't get curling up corners. Okay. And I'm going to stitch my my signatures straight into that there. So I won't be covering that spine on the outside until I put together my pages. You've got to remind yourself of that sort of stuff. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you were to stitch them in, forget and stitch them after when you've covered the spine. It's not the end of the world. It would just mean that you'll be able to see your sewing in the signatures on the exterior of the spine. And if you don't want to see that, you need to do it before you cover it up. Okay, so let's glue this one. It's a very sticky piece of paper. Okay, so that's that. And now I need to find a nice piece of paper for here. Excuse me. So of course I will be offering these. Now I'll use those as pages. I'll be offering these to the people on my list. And my list that I am going to get rid of, I keep saying that, but I have trouble saying no to people. I am getting rid of it. I don't want a list. I just want to make, and then just when I have one ready with no pressure, put it, you know, up for sale sort of thing. So that is my goal. I mean, everybody is lovely and nobody is putting pressure on me, of course. But I'm just going to cut that. That will be covered by fabric. It's just, I just would prefer to work like that. Okay, let's get some glue on here. Oh. And we'll do that side. Okay. So now we need to choose a fabric. This is going to be perfect. Look at that. And it's not covering too much of that. That is perfect. Love the colors. So I'm going to put that there. See, I put it here so I can measure, and you've seen me do that many times. I might even just slide it slightly more to the back. Put my glue on. So really then with this book I cannot proceed any further because I need to prepare the pages, stitch them in, and then I can work on the cover. So this one I have to work on the cover afterwards, whereas the other ones I can do it straight away. So we'll have a look at one of those, one or two. But I thought this one is a different construction. I thought it might be interesting to see. Okay, so that is glued on there. And then see how it's all going to be covered. And then I'm going to be covering that with something. I haven't decided what yet. So we'll put that one aside to dry. I've got the papers here. 1843 is the book. I don't know. Well, it could be its original cover. It probably is its original cover, actually. It just is in a cover that's in pretty nice condition, except for the spine. So I'm going to put that one aside, and we're going to have a look at these. So this one I've prepared. All I did was I took the I was going to say the cement. I took the, you know how the spines sometimes have cardboard in them. I took that off because I don't want a curved spine. I much prefer the flat. I don't know why. It was this one was in terrible condition. It took me quite a while. The pages had been I actually don't have any pages of this one, but the pages had been glued right in to the book in here, and there was a lot of glue, and it was all you know, hard and spiky kind of, so I've really cleaned it off, so it's much smoother now. We do have the worm attack here, so what we need to do is cover that up, and that's something that needs to be done now. This we'll do the measuring, and then I think I'll do 5 signatures in this one, so this is going to be a bigger, more expensive journal. But I'll stitch my signatures into this, and then it will glue flat onto there. That's how that one's going to work, but we'll do it together. I'm not going to do that today because we've got to choose all the papers and everything. It's a bit of a process, but I will share with you in a minute what kits I chose. Now again, here I want to cover this up, so I'm going to have a look and see, what do I have? I might even use one of my more precious things. I like to include those. I don't know if I've got something that I like here. It's going to be botanical, so no, I don't want to use any of those. They're all, let me pull the folder out. I've got all my precious things in here, things that I've scanned. So if I've already scanned it, then I'm not going to put it in a paper pack, but something like that, that would almost work on there, wouldn't it? Put a little bit of paper down the bottom. I could do something like that, but let's see if I've got something that fits. They're all really big, those ones. No, none of those. They're all too big. It's hard to tear. Now I could put something like that. I'll put something like that there. Yeah. Or I could put this one. Let's see if this one's big enough. It's a little bit damaged there, but that will probably mostly be covered by that. So that one could work. Let's put that there. So I'm going to put a marking. I need to put it up there, so I'm going to just put a marking. Oh, I'll cut it at the dot there. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Oh, yes, it does, just. So if I cut it there, and then just trim a little bit off here because it was too wide. Bit too tall. Oh no, I trimmed it up off the top here. Let's see. Still a bit more. Okay, let's see how we're going now. That's better. Like so. Okay, so that's going to go on the front, or will I put it on the back? Oh, I think I'll put it on the back. I've decided to put it on the back. Okay, so we need to grab, well, I'll just glue and then I'll add some wet glue around the edges. I don't want to, I've got stuff piled up on my big pieces of paper, so I don't want to have to do that again. Just trying to see in the reflection, make sure I got glue everywhere. Okay. Okay, where's my bone folder? And then when I put this on, it's going to cover most of that up. So that's good. And again, I think we will choose let's put that one there. Okay, I'm just going to flip it over. So yeah, you've got to remember the order of things. If you're doing the cut like the spine this way, you've got to get these inside cover papers on first if you need them. And then you've got to stitch in your signatures onto your floating. It's not floating, it's a hidden. It's going to be a hidden one. And so you've got to stitch the signatures into your piece that you've created here before you glue it onto here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because this one has a lovely leather spine that's in reasonably good condition. So I wanted to be able to see it, although I will put a little bit of embellishment, but I'm not going to cover it all. That way. I don't really know. I don't think it has a direction. Slide this up. Got glue everywhere. Now this is not a digital, it's a decorative paper, so it doesn't, I can get it a little bit wet. Okay, and that is going to go here, and it's just going to make it, it's going to be good. Put that there. Okay, and then here is the lovely spine on this one. So yeah. So I'll just talk to you with the next ones. I'll do those off camera. It's similar process. So this one also needs the same process done to it, and it has a lovely spine and a lovely cover. And this is its floating. It's going to go there. And I do have some pages for that one. But don't worry, in this one I will be putting some lovely old papers. And then this one here is a French book, and quite often you get the nice marbled papers with that. So I thought that looked nice there. That's the spine, did the same, similar sort of process. That's going to glue in there. And that is the lovely spine, so I wanted to keep that. So let's just look at decorating this one, because I brought it to a point that I can. And I was thinking maybe just a little bit of lace, and then maybe one of these, I don't know. So let's just lace and maybe a piece of fabric, I don't know. Let me just clean my fingers, put the lid on my glue, and have a look at that. Just looking around here at my fabrics. That's that. I've got them all here on the floor. I love that sort of thing. Let's just play around. I don't want to cover all of that, of course. So I do have to lift it up. I'm going to glue it flat. Now I'm thinking I don't want to cover that Sacra Biblioteca, so I might, oh, that would be a nice spine piece, although I probably wouldn't use it for that. I could put that there. I'm just going to play around with it for a second. I wouldn't use pink, probably not going to use that. I might not have anything here that I want to use. They're all pink, so they're not going to go. Yellow wood. And I would need a bit of lace. No, they're the little laces. I need the big laces. Oh, I need to do something about that fabric box. It's exploding. So let me just cut this out a bit more, or otherwise I could use these. Oh, I think I like that one more. So let me just cut that out. I'm going to do a little bit more fussy cutting. You can see it's pretty good fabric. It's not fraying. But what will happen is it's going to be glued anyway, so it's really not such an issue. Okay. I'm going to just cut this old piece of linen, because I don't mind cutting my fabrics, because I know I'll use them somewhere. Even if I just change my mind and don't want to use it here, I know I will use it somewhere else, so it's really not an issue. I don't think I want that. Yeah, I might not be able to make a decision. that could happen. I have this lovely piece. I do like this sort of thing because it's not too heavy, and it does, you can see what's behind, but I might like it. I always like to share the cover process because that's, you know, sometimes the hardest thing to do. Oh, what about up over here? I could do that and not have it on the spine. I would turn this around so I get more of the red. I quite like that. Oh, well, there you go. That's a different one. I think I'm going to do that. No, that's too much. I don't want to do overkill. I just want to try this lace. I think I quite like that one, but let's just try this one. I turn it upside down. It goes that way. It's very pretty. Or do it that way. Like that. No, I like the other one. Okay, so there we go. There's a decision. Not covering up the spine, which is really, really lovely. It's a beautiful, I love the color of it too. It's a very dark chocolatey sort of brown. So I'm going to swoosh some glue here, which I will smooth out so it doesn't ooze. And I am going to go around the edge here. I guess with the other ones we can make some decisions before I go. So let's just see if that's enough glue there. Because if I spread this, actually I'm going to spread it up there as well. I'm going to put that there. When you've got a marbled cover, this one I feel like it's got a treatment on it, but when you've got a marbled cover, you don't want to be rubbing it too much. I know Wendy's said it too before, but I always forget to say it. You don't want to rub it too much when you're dabbing off the glue, excess glue, because sometimes the colour will then come off the marble cover. Okay, so that's that. Then we need to get glue here, so put the glue there and then here, and it's about to there. So I sort of eyeball that. I will spread it around as best I can. Probably want to put enough because this fabric will also probably absorb it a bit. So we're not stitching, it's a non-stitcher friendly project. Oops, I should have that over further. Doesn't really matter if it were to overhang, it would be fine. Use something like a card or a bone folder just to help you flatten it, and then just go round where you feel like you didn't get any glue and spread some more glue there. And use this to, because otherwise it sticks, the glue gets on your fingers and then it just all sticks to you. And I just dab out with a, you know, a cloth or a wet one, any excessive bits of glue. Need a bit more down there. Okay, and then on the flower, it's thick enough that I can come around and put the glue on here. Now PVA glue is very good, school grade glue, so it's non-toxic. It says it's non-toxic, and it's for, like, you can glue wood, fabric, paper, whatever with it. It's really good glue. I don't know about plastic or metal, but the other thing, most other materials it's good for. In my experience, if I've made a boo-boo and I wanted to rip it off, it literally will rip off layers of the cover as well. Okay, so let's put that there. I'll have a little coming off a little bit, and I don't know if I might decide to put a laundry label on there. Just making sure it's all sticking down into the indentations there. Okay. Get that oozy glue off. And just keep going, you know, going around until you're seeing that it's sticking. It will stick. Okay, that is super pretty. Remember, it's going to be a botanical journal. Let me see in my stamp bits if there's anything here that I like. And I think it might be going over the top. They're too big. No, I don't want to stick any of those. I do feel like I might like a laundry label though. Which box are they in, guys? Well, I've got these, so I'll use this. I found this somewhere. I can't remember what box they're in, so I'll just grab this. Looks like an RG to me. No, BG. No? I don't know. Yep, I think that just completes it. No, do I want to put it over there? Well, I think I like it up over there. Okay. Just decorative, no rhyme or reason, just decoration. Okay. Good. So that is that one, and I'm very pleased with that one. Okay, next. Oh, that I better put that inside. That goes with that. I have, let me think about these. Oh, this one I don't have to do anything, do I? I've just got to get my pages. That one's already ready to go. So I can decorate that one. Let's have a look at this one. Okay. I think I will cut the stem bit off. So these are just vintage sort of appliques. How they do the applique so fine like that is beyond me. I can see that it's hand done, it's not machine. Now I am going to keep this swirly bit up here, but I may decide to cut it off. I'll see what it looks like. And the same with this one. I usually would cut that off and sort of redo it when I'm stitching. Do it if I'm using these. Do the put the composition back together again, sort of thing. But because we're doing it onto a book with glue and not stitching, I might want to keep that. Might look funny. So I did have this lovely piece here. Oh, you know what's calling out to me? A bit of ticking. I think I'm going to see if I've got some blue. So I'm already liking that. I just feel like I might like a piece of this. Just get rid of your stringy bits. Yeah, it's going to go like that, guys. So let's open the book out and glue this in place. I'm only going to very slightly go over the spine because I don't want to cover it up. So, glue. So this is an example of a cover that I'm going to be careful about how much I wipe, if I need to wipe. I'm just going to dab. I also think that red might bleed if you were to rub it too much. And how did I want to place this? I don't want to totally cover that up. So I'm going to have it that way, or will I have it like this? I think I like it more that way. Put that, no. I can't tell when I've got it open. I need to close it. No, I think I liked it more the other way. That up and this down here. No. A bit more like that. Okay. I just need to flatten that back out again because you get a little ridge. Sometimes I don't have a choice because sometimes I've decorated the cover after I've put all my things in and decorated the cover afterwards. Okay, got my vague area where I need to put my glue. Give my hands a good wash after this. They're very sticky, even though I'm wiping them a little bit, they're still sticky. It doesn't really matter. I'm not even going to attempt to flatten that out with my fingers. I'll just stick to it. Okay, and then I just see I needed, I'm always like, make sure I try to put as much glue around all the bits that don't have glue when it's on the cover, because you know it's going to be knocked out around a little bit more than if it were inside. Okay, so that's that, and then we're going to place this, which I'll need to put the glue on thing, and I'm just going to dab that just so there's a bit less glue there when it dries. Okay. So I forgot about these, and then I was thinking about them, I don't know, today or yesterday something. I was sitting there stitching away and I was thinking about these. I thought, oh, I haven't done one of those covers for a really long time using, you know, applique or embroideries. I have to remind myself of these things, and they're probably one of my favorites, except for when I have time to do a slow stitch one myself. Actually, I've got some covers I think I started them during you know what, and they're done. Well, I think most of them mostly done. Little one, I was going to do some journals with them. I haven't done those yet either. They'll probably sit there another 2 years before I get a chance to get them done. Now this is going to be interesting. I'm going to just plonk it. Wherever it lands is where it's going, like that. There we go. Right. Making sure I flatten it, you know, squish it down. Glue on my fingers, let's use this. And again, I think I'm probably going to put a laundry label on this one. I just feel like doing something florally. When it dries, if I see anything popping up, I will. This is why you don't use your fingers, because your fingers stick to it, and then it lifts off. When it dries, I'll make sure there's no bits coming up. And where do I want that? It's just kind of, oh, I love it. I think I kind of like it. I actually like it there, wouldn't I? That's where I like it. Okay, try and remember, Rachel, between putting the glue on it and bringing it back to the piece. There we go. Done. Right, so that's my video for today. We've got 2 covers decorated. Oh, could I do that? No, I can't do that one yet because I'm stitching into the signature of that one. This one I've done. This one, oh, I can do that one as well. This one I need to do the inside, but I can do the cover. Why did I think I couldn't do the cover? Anyway, I'll do that off camera. I think I might use this blue flower on there. There'll be some lace and I don't know what, some sort of fabric, I think. Yeah, but I'll do that one off camera. So you'll see that next time. Okay, so that is my video for today. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. I actually forgot to show you the kits that I'm using, and I've done this one here. So I'm going to put that flat to dry, and oh, and I did the inside as well, which is like this. I put the original title page there and just that document there. So I'll put that one aside to dry, and I just quickly wanted to show you the kits, and I may not have printed enough. So this one I accidentally printed incorrectly and did I had it set on to show a lady in the States, because my papers are A4, and I had it set on US size paper to see what I had to tell her to print, and so I accidentally had left it on that, so it's printed wrong. So, but I can still use those. So I've kept that kit. I think that was, I don't know if it was number 3 or 4, I don't know. But that one I will use to make tags and things. There on the reverse side. So I printed out my English gardens. They're all botanical, and then I'll mix them in with different ones. So I think I printed every single horizontal botanical kit. So I won't go ahead and link them all. You can just go in the botanical section on my in my Etsy shop, and you will find the kits. I can't, what do we go up to? Kit 6. Anyway, I printed all of them except for that one there that I'm going to use for embellishments. So, and on the back I've done my background kits, the one with the embroideries. I did a few of those in the greys and the blues, and then I also did that background kit there, so on the reverse side. And so yeah, so I think I printed 49. That's only going to do 3 journals. I'll probably have to print out another set, although I might mix them in with some, you know, other random ones. I've got somewhere a folder where I've got some double-sided. I might fill them in with some other things, like some printed out, you know, lovely book pages and stuff like that. So they will be inserted with other ones. So yeah, I thought I'd better come back and tell you that I did print out my botanical kits as well. So now I'm really going to go. Have a great Sunday, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.